Okay. Okay.
Carlton does his whole monologue.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for your patience, and welcome to the 2023 Space Jam 2 Fantasy Draft. We are here to draft our three teams for Space Jam 2. And I'm going to go in order of how they'll be drafted as I introduce them. So, first pick will be from the orange team, Team Jackson. Second pick will be from the pink team, Team John. And the third pick will be from the purple team, Team Logan. And if you haven't seen the post on Facebook on how the draft will work, let me read you real fast how it will work. So we had a rule suggestion come in on the forums where someone said, what if we tried to balance the experience of some of the players? So we worked with something, and what we came up with is we're going to do 2 rounds. In the first round, we are going to draft players who have played 4 years or less. And we have about, I think, 28 players who have played 4 years or less who have signed up. And in the second round, we're going to draft the remaining 20 or so players who have played longer than 5 years, so 5 years or longer. So round 1, we'll start with the younger players, and then round 2, we will have the older players. So Jackson will have the first pick in both round 1 and round 2, but within each round, we will have the snake. So the picks will go Jackson, John, Logan, and then Logan, John, Jackson, and then we'll just repeat that until all the players have been selected. I'm very excited to see who ends up where. I'm sorry? I'm very excited.
John Jackson, former Team USA player John Jackson. No, you said Logan John Jackson, and I had to make the joke. Sorry.
Jackson, you're stepping on Carlton's feet.
I hear you, John.
I don't know if you could hear John.
The
but anyway, he just made a joke about John Jackson. But I am ready to go ahead and start with the picks. So, Jackson, you're officially on the clock. And you may make your first selection whenever you are ready.
All right, let me write it down in my little handy dandy phone book here, because I am picking Orlando Spider Knights Rookie of the Year, Taylor, with the number 1 overall pick.
Bam, bam, bam.
I think it's Telechia. Is that the last name?
Telechia King.
So with the number 1 overall pick, the Space Jam 2 draft, Jackson chooses Haley. I hope I'm saying your last name right, Telechia, with the first overall pick. And now John.
I will be taking with the second pick. I'm sorry, I don't 100% know how to pronounce your last name, but beater out of UF, Summergate.
I hear a robot.
Summer Gaten goes number 2. Summer Gaten goes number 2 to Team John. For the second straight year, Summer goes in the first round, top 2 picks. So congratulations to Summer. Logan, now you are free to make your the third and fourth picks.
Okay. With the third pick, I'm going to take fellow FSU player, beater and seeker extraordinaire, Hunter Click.
Ooh.
And with my fourth pick, absolute cutie, Max Connolly.
All right. So Max Connolly and Hunter Click will be joining the purple team. And those 2 players come off the board, and now John is next.
All right, I will be taking Andrea Duran.
All right, so for the John's second pick, John picks a fellow Spider Knight, Andrea Duran.
Ooh, that's a good pick.
All
That's a
right,
good pick.
John is next. Sorry, not John. Jackson is next.
Yeah, you better check
Jackson
your
Let's
privilege,
go again.
Sir. So no good team is worth their weight unless they can look good and slay while doing it. So my second pick, Samantha Lefebvre.
As soon as you said slay, I knew exactly who you were picking. I knew exactly who you were picking. All right. All right. Next pick, Jackson.
You have a unique last name. Lefebvre. So I got Sam out of the way. And now to complete the married couple combo, I'm going to get Corey King.
All right. Jackson is working on that chemistry for his team. I like it. So far, Jackson has Taylor, Sam, and Corey. And let's see who John will add with Summer and Andrea.
I'm going to be taking beater Nicholas Cubides.
Nicholas Cubides. Yes, I hope we didn't butcher your name. Nicholas, I know, played for Purdue for a few years and recently moved down to Florida. We had one practice with Nick. Very good sharpshooting beater. Looking forward to seeing Nick play at Space Jam 2.
Let's go.
Logan, you are good to go.
All right. I have 2 again, right?
Yes, you do, sir.
Okay. I'm going to go with...
Yes, you have 2 picks.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to go with Serafim Alvarez for the first of the 2. And then Gavin Carden for the second.
All right.
Ooh. I was eyeing that one.
Really and Gavin going to Team Purple. I like Team Purple so far with Hunter, Click, Max Connolly, Sephiroth Alvarez, and Gavin Carden. Now we are off to the pink team. John, you may make your next selection.
I am gonna take Ryan Wardell.
Is John there? Do we have John?
Did anybody hear me?
John,
Hello? Check. Ryan Wardell. Anybody?
Okay.
Anybody hear me?
I couldn't hear John, but I
appreciate if Ryan Wardell
could be awarded to John selected Ryan Wardell.
You son of a gun.
All right. Okay.
Nice.
Awesome. All right. Next up, Jackson with his next pick.
Well, I don't know this individual very well yet, but I did do a little research, and I love what I saw. Liv Lovejoy, come join the team.
All right. Liv Lovejoy will be joining the orange team. I know Liv played for ASU and was at Nationals recently playing for, I believe, Venom. Looking forward to seeing that. And now Jackson with your next pick.
Well, I can't let him have both of them. Jake,
no.
Come on down. Jake Wardell.
All right. Next pick of the draft is Jake Wardell joining Orange Team. And as you could see in the live stream, that was an update on what the teams look like so far. All right, John, you may make your next selection.
I was debating between 2, but Jackson took Jake, so I made my decision easy. I'm going to take, pardon me if I am butchering your name, Solimar Estrella. Solimar.
Katie.
Right.
Well, okay. What was the pick?
John has selected Solimar Estrella out of FSU. Congratulations to Solimar. Or Solimar, my bad. Now Logan may go next.
Stole my pick from me. I'm gonna go with Stephanie Brennan first, and then
Stephanie Brennan out of FECU.
and then Owen Weekly.
Ooh.
And then,
Yeah, I was thinking of Owen very soon. So, once again, screw you. But anyway.
we've still got a lot of value players left on the board.
Yes.
Let's see who goes next. John with the next selection.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, as a recap, we have about 11 players left on the board for round one. And then after round one, we will move straight into round two. But of course, we'll have a recap of who's on what team. Thank you again to, of course, Casey for setting up this entire live stream.
Thank you, sir.
I'm very happy with how everything so far. And let's see who the next pick will be.
I will be taking Samantha Stillwell. If anybody can hear me.
That was the one right before
Samantha
me.
Stillwell will be joining.
You bastard. That was my next pick.
All right, let's see who Jackson takes with his next pick.
Let me just double check and make sure I'm picking the one that I want. Yeah, I'll take a little risk on this one. We'll go Caleb Mejia.
All right. Caleb out of FSU will be joining the orange team with Jackson. And then, of course, Jackson, you're up again.
And by risk, I simply mean I just don't know how you play that well. Sorry, we'll get there. I appreciate you. Hype for you to be on my team. Once again, let me just double check my cool handy dandy notebook here. Is that the one? There's that one, and then there's.
And as you can see, as Jackson's checking his notebook, that
serious.
is what the team looked like so far.
Let's go with. I think I am going to go with Emily Page.
Emily Page. Emily Page, I believe, is also out of Purdue as well, if I recall. Yep, Purdue for 2 years. So that's who Jackson has taken with his next pick. And now John is on the clock.
I will be picking Gavin Carden.
Yeah, he'd know that if he was paying attention.
And I will be taking William Mentillo. I did it.
It looks like with the next pick in the draft, John will be taking William Mentillo. All right. And then Logan with your next two picks.
Okay. I'm going to take Riley Gettle for the first.
All right. We have Riley Gettle joining team Purple Team.
And then Marbelli Sola.
Two very quality picks at this time of the draft.
Facts.
Both Riley and Marbelli, both very solid players in college. And now, John, you are next up.
Give me. I'm going to be taking Owen Weekly. Nope, just kidding. Owen Weekly was already taken. I'm going to be stealing Owen Weekly.
And we have just 5 players left for round 1, and then we'll move on to round 2.
Let's go. Kevin Rose.
All right. Kevin will be joining the pink team. Now, Jackson, you have your next 2 picks.
All right. Quennell Adside, come on down.
Congratulations, Quennell. You're joining the orange team.
I know you're new to the sport, and well, I'm going to do my best to indoctrinate you in the right way, not the John way. More importantly, you're going to be on the winning team. So congratulations. And equally as important, any winning team needs a hero. Hero Duran, come on down.
I like that. I like that use of a pun. All right. So just 2 players left now. We have Leo Andrade and Luis, or maybe Luis Arroyo. So let's see who Jackson takes, and John takes, and whoever John doesn't take will fall to Team Logan, and that will end the first round.
I will be taking Leo Andrade.
All right. So Leo will be joining John on the pink team, which means that Luis Arroyo will be joining Logan on the purple team. So before we start with round 2, I wanted to take a second to review the players who have been drafted and what team they're on, so that we can kind of know who will be joining what team, because now we're going to have players picked who played longer than 5 years. So as a recap, right now, as orange team stands, they have Taylor Telechia, Sam Lefebvre, I hope I said your last name right, Corey King, Liv Lovejoy, Jake Wardell, Caleb Miha, I think, Emily Page, Quennell Adside, and Hero Durand. The pink team with John will be Summer Gaydon, Andrea Duran, Nicholas Cubides, I think, Ryan Wardell, Solimar Estrella, Samantha Stillwell, William Mantello, Kevin Oroz, and Leo Andrade. And on the purple team so far, we have Hunter Click, Max Connolly, Sephirim Alvarez, Gavin Carden, Stephanie Brennan, Owen Weekly, Riley Gettle, Marbelli Sola, and Luis Arroyo. It's never too early to drop down below who you think will win the tournament. We already have half the team drafted, so based on this half, who do you think is winning the tournament? Drop it down below. With that being said, I'm going to start the clock for round 2. So we're going to repeat that same order. Jackson, you're on the clock for round 2.
Well, daggone, man. You know, sometimes you just gotta, if you got a group that sounds like a ye old time old west outlaw gang, well, you got to make sure you keep as much of that gang together as possible. So I'm gonna start off round 2 with Connor Wardell. Get them Wardell brothers going. Yeah.
Connor Wardell, the first pick of round 2. Awesome pick. I definitely think that's a really solid move, getting that beater support right there. All right. Next up is John. Who will John take first in the second round?
Jared Kaltenbaugh. Jared Kaltenbaugh.
Jared Kaltenbaugh is the first pick from John in round 2. And now Logan will be making their first pick for round 3. And of course, they get an additional pick as well.
All right. I'm going to go with Joey Green, firstly.
That's a very solid pick. I believe Joey played for FSU. Am I correct?
Yes, he did.
Awesome. And then who will be joining Joey? And the rest
Alex Dodgson.
Oof, that's a good pick. Alex and Joey, 2 very solid picks.
That defense, though.
That defense will be solid. All right. John is up next.
Okay. Khalif Piper.
John, make your dumb picks.
Can anybody hear me?
Oh, you turd.
Right. And John is taking Khalif out of the Spider Knights. That's a very, very, again, solid pick. John definitely will have a seeker now. If I know that, and chaser. All right.
I mean, he's a scrub
Jackson,
compared to me, so it's fine. Got him. As we've already proven in the past. No big deal. First and foremost, I'm going to call out John again. John, you're a terrible husband. Amy's on my team now. Amy's on my team now.
It felt so bad to do, but with my team makeup, I had
to. After that slight burn.
It's not a slight, but it's full burn. Full burn. Let it simmer, buddy. Let it simmer. Nah. Now we're getting a nitty gritty. And God, this is there's so many good names right now. You know, I'm gonna go out there and go with Amani Burton.
Oh, Amani Burton. All right.
Good.
That's a solid pick. I know Amani played last year at Space Jam, was a really, really good beater. I'm really glad that Amani signed up again. Look forward to seeing Amani down here. I think that's a good pick, Jackson. All right. John, you're on the clock.
As good as it's going to get. So there.
Yeah, you have Amani and Connor.
And Amy.
And Amy, yeah.
I believe Liv is also a beater. I believe. Yeah, I got some depth there, and I'm happy about it. So there. Anyway, John, make your dumb pick.
I'm gonna take.
Since it's clearly not your wife. Oh, I love you, buddy.
I love you too.
She picked me last year, and we won. So clearly, there's.
Love you too, Amy. I drafted her team last year. Thank you very much. So I picked you. I'm going to take Nathan Anthony.
All right. So John goes with another beater for his team and taking Nathan Anthony. Logan, you're up.
All right. I'm going to go with the man himself, CARLTON CLINKSCALES.
Oh,
hey!
I will be joining Purple Team. I like it. All right.
It's rigged.
And who will be my new teammate?
Fabi Echeverria.
Nice.
All right.
I'm mad. That was my next pick. I'm not really mad. You're going to lose some picks. That being said, boo.
All right. Don is now up and ready to go.
All right, give me the guy I almost took last pick. It's going to solidify my defense. I'm taking Josh England.
All right. Getting that keeper beater duo. I know Josh does a little bit of both, I believe. Excited to see Josh on the pink team. Jackson, you are up.
Oh, give me a few seconds. I gotta make a little detour after that one.
Looks like some picks have been stolen.
Just a little bit. I'll be all right.
Awesome. These teams are looking solid so far. And we have about 10 players left to be drafted. I think 9. So who will be the next one to go?
I'm cleaning up my board real quick so I can make a streamlined pick. And you know, I have 2 more names on my immediate pick want. So I may as well go with those two names. My old player that I coached at USF, Mark Griffin.
All right.
Another
Jackson
guy who can play all over. He could play all over, and honestly, at this point in the draft, I'm very happy with getting Mark.
You should be.
Speaking of an individual, I'm super happy with getting Hao Wang. We played together on the team last year, and honestly, you might have been our best player at certain times, without a doubt. So I'm more than happy to have Hao back on my team.
All right, Jackson, go with some value players right now, and then John is up next on the clock.
I'm going to take who I think might be the best value so far. I'm going to take Christopher Champito.
Christopher Champito. I know Christopher is someone who's traveling in for Space Jam, which is definitely very exciting. According to the form that was filled out by Chris played for UNC, Heat, DCQC, so a lot of experience there. Played since 2008. All right. Logan is the next one to pick.
I'm going to go with Liam first.
All right. Liam first will be joining the purple team. Liam playing quite a while, I believe. Can't find him right now, but good pick there. And then Logan, whenever you're ready, you may make your next pick.
Brian Nakasha.
Brian Nakasha. I know Brian's been playing a while. So definitely a lot of experience with the football team.
Only got an OSK older than me, so if that puts things into perspective.
All right.
Been around the block.
And then John is next on the clock.
Okay. Should I flip a coin? I'm going to go with Darius Housey.
Darius will be joining the pig team. Definitely a good pick.
I had a feeling.
Speed and agility from Darius. We are on to the orange team. Side note, Blake in the chat says that orange team, his money is on the orange team. Blake's money is on the orange team.
Hell yeah.
Blake, you're wrong.
Well, let me do one last quick look. We're pretty much I think it's all chasers now, or is we got one more? Do we have Ethan's info?
Ethan, yeah. Ethan has played for, I know Ethan's played. Why can't I find Ethan? Give me 1 second, Jackson.
Yep, that's the only player I don't have anything on at the moment. So I don't understand how that. Oh, nope, never mind. Figured it out. Yes, okay, now I understand. Ethan is a specific spot. So I am going to go with Sean Levines and Josh Brown.
Sean Levines and Josh Brown. And that will close out Jackson's team because at this point, there are just 2 players left. So, Jackson, you have made your final selection. John, go ahead and make your next selection.
I am going to take my old friend, someone I've played on a couple teams with here. I'm going to take Manny.
Yeah, my kitty.
Or Emmanuel. No last name.
All right, Emmanuel Curative will be joining, which means Ethan Adler will be joining the purple team with me and Logan. So fun fact about Ethan, I found Ethan on the thing. Played 4 years for RIT and 1 season for Rochester Whiteout. So definitely a value pick there.
Yeah.
All right. So
Ethan, I was the very last pick last year, and my team won, so no big deal. But I'll also talk my team. So there.
So with that, we have concluded the Space Jam draft. I'm going to run through the teams real fast, and we'll kind of talk with each GM and see how they feel. And then I would like to make an announcement about Space Jam, something that's very exciting. All right, so we have Orange Team, Team Jackson, Taylor Telechia, Sam, Corey King, Liv Lovejoy, Jake Wardell, Caleb, Emily Page, Quinnell, Hero, Connor Wardell, Amy, Amani Burton, Mark Griffin, Hal Wang, Sean, and Josh Brown. And then on the pink team, we have Summer Gaydon, Andrea Jurin, Nicholas, Ryan Wardell, Solimar Estrella, Samantha Stillwell, William Mintello, Kevin, Leo, Jared Kaltenbach, Khalif Piper, Nathan Anthony, Josh Anglum, Christopher Champito, Darius Housey, and Emmanuel. And then on the purple team, we have Hunter Click, Max Conley, Sephirim Alvarez, Gavin Carden, Stephanie Brennan, Owen Weekly, Riley Gettle, Marbelli Sola, Louis, Joey Green, Alex Dodson, myself, Fabi, Liam First, Brian Nakasha, and of course, Ethan Adler. So don't forget, who do you think will win Space Jam 2? So I personally think purple team looks pretty good. But, that might be a little bit of bias. Let's start with you, Jackson. How do you feel about your team?
I feel great. I got most of my targets. I think I got the best individual player at 3 of the 4 positions, including Seeker. Sorry, Khalif.
Wow.
Until you prove it over me.
Wow.
One-on-one. I'm the better Seeker. No big deal.
The shade.
That being said, I'm also old. But most importantly, this is going to be blowout after blowout. Team Orange here, just going to, crush the competition. And we're going to have to ask the other teams, don't you want to Fanta?
All right. So Jackson's feeling very confident about his team. I like it. Thinks blowout after blowout. I, on the other hand, would like to disagree. Especially with I like the shots you've taken, though, Jackson. It's very fun. All right. John, how do you feel about your team? Yeah, we're still here.
Oh, that's right. Well, I didn't hear Carlton ask John anything either. I just thought I got cut off, to be honest. Fair. My bad.
Yeah, I think Jackson put it best. I'm glad that he realizes that his team is going to be on the wrong side of a blowout after blowout, mostly from the pink team. Got a lot of depth. I got a lot of value in this draft. I like my team. I like my team a lot.
All right. Thank you, John. Definitely a lot of insight. All right. Now, the leader of my team, purple team, Logan, what's up?
I feel pretty dang good. As a newly transitioned beater this season, I prioritized strengthening my beater core. I feel like I did a pretty solid job with that. I'm confident. I'm ready.
Yeah, I see a lot of good beater names on here. So I'm very excited to play with a lot of these players. As a chaser, I love playing with good beater support, and I really think that we have that. But again, that's just my biased opinion. In the comments, it looks like there's some favoritism towards the orange and pink team, but of course, we can't forget the purple team. I'm gonna rep the purple team hard now. I like purple team. All right, so thank you everyone who has joined the Space Jam 2 draft. So before we go, I want to make one quick announcement. So after Space Jam 2, I would like to announce that there will be an after party. Last year, we didn't really have anything planned just because it was the first time running a tournament. I was still trying to figure things out, but I have planned an after party and set one up. So the Space Jam 2 after party will be held at Arcade Monsters, which is not too far from the fields. It is like an arcade gaming bar. So you can play games, you can do video games. They have like Mario Kart that you can play and things like that. So it'll be really, really cool. So I'm looking forward to Space Jam 2, which is now 6 days away. It'll be on Saturday. Hopefully we have good weather. Weather's been okay down here in Florida, at least Central Florida. But I'm looking forward to Space Jam 2. And with that, I will go ahead and wrap everything up. I will post more details about the after party in the Facebook event. And if you don't have Facebook, I will try to send an email to all the players so that they have all the information about who was drafted, and of course the after party as well. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you again for joining us, and to all three teams, best of luck. And in my opinion, just a little extra luck to purple team. But with that, we will end Space Jam 2 draft and see all of you on Saturday.